lesser in the turning tree. Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring. Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes. Ash and oak hold the songs of the bold, echoes of the battles that the skalds once told. Tools sing soft in a rhythmic glide as the grain shows the secrets it tries to hide. Loki's laughter in the chips that fall, but your craft stays true through it all. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring. Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft and the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shape till morn. Let the echoes ring of the wood-turning warrior and the stories he brings. Let the world hear the call from the workshop flame. Benjamin Winkle, another name. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring. Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribe. Of the Viking tribe.
Hello everybody. I'm sorry for all the background noise today. The CNC is running. There you go. So, and it's doing something. Hey, what's up, man? Let me show you. Yeah. Look at that. It's actually just plucking away. Yeah, I'm going to try vertical again. Yeah. As you can see, this is the bottom side of a bowl that's just emerging. There you go. Can't figure out how to get yours to move. We're going to have a talk about that after the stream if you want it. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I spent a lot of time on that. I don't know, hundreds of hours just, learning 3D drawing, cat drawing, and toolpath, and all that crap, So yeah. Yeah. There you go, 3D design software. It is horrible. But it's a necessary evil. So there you go. So, well, I know the title says my wife's order needs to be fixed. But then I found this. Can you see the curls on this? And I thought to myself, I use yeah, snakes, no worries. Google Maps will help you with that easily. There you go. You can see the curls on this, and I think I'm just gonna have some fun with it first. It's not gonna be a long project because the ball's not that long to do. It takes that long to do. So first of all, I need to figure out which way. Yeah. I use a Fusion 360, the free version. So, but let's see. I got more curves on this side than I do on this. So I think I'm gonna make the top here and make a not standard bold thingy, and just, you know, have some fun with it. Burl on the corner. Burl is not really what it is really. It's the lights is bad. It's compression of the wood. It's not actually burl. It is a little bit complicated there. That software, but you know, figure out what you want to do, watch a tutorial on how to do exactly that, work from there step by step, and you'll get a hang of it. But yeah, I spend hundreds and hundreds of hours on it. I'm not really good, but I am okay to get in trouble. Oh! Yeah, that's a burl, yeah. So let's see, let's figure out what we want to do with this. You're just gonna have some fun. I mean, I could make a huge holophone. But nah. Yeah, I've got that off Nikolai. Of Nikolai, who comes in here once in a while. So I got that off him. I'm thinking I'm making a mistake if I go top side there. Depending on what I will do. Because you can see that you got more figure here than we do on this side. It's not a lot though. Depending on what I want to do. I don't know the shape yet. Alright, we're just gonna go. And I'm sorry for the noises. It's just... I have to make 31 of those by the end of the month. And by my calculation, it's going to be like a 3+ hour run per outside of the ball. And an hour on the inside, so that's 5 hours per unit. So it's a lot of hours on the CNC. I just had to get to you know, get the hours on it. The reason why I'm making the balls on the CNC and not by hand is because the tolerance is 0.5 of a millimeter, which is really small. And it's all gonna fit into a huge installation at the end. So I have to, you know, be accurate. So yeah, let's just get this a go. Oops, that's too much too late. As always, hello Nikolai. Oh, by the way, Nikolai, I need to talk to you. Nothing major, I just need to talk to you in a little bit. Hello, full-on panda. Welcome in. Basically, Nikolai, I'm running out of Pepsi. I'm actually the one music from before. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't recall everybody. Ouch. Even though I wish I did. Ouch. That, you know, not splinter, shaving hit my finger, you know, it was, I could feel that. The lathe is running, what is it? About 1100 to 1000 RPMs. Doing a few push cuts here, just to smooth it out. That's not too bad. I feel like I'm getting, actually, I'm getting a lot better at this. Recently, I feel like my technique have improved quite a bit, which is really nice. Oh, a nice cushion. That cushion of shavings saved my hand from getting hit by pieces of timber actually flying off the lathe. That's nice. That's a nice shaving though. I mean, look how long that is. That's just amazing. Alright, hold on, I'm just trying to get that out. There. That's great. Look at that. And it's all cross grained, remember. So because the grain's going across here,
So it's not like shavings. This is the grain going across, and you're cutting like that, so you don't get the long shavings from it, which means it is really fragile. And if you were to use a plane, you could get really long shavings going along the grain, but I'm not doing that, so. It's really nice to see. And you get shavings like that by constant feed rate, sharp tools, and good contact with the bevel. Now that is the bevel. Now that part here is the bevel. That part that's grinded off. As long as that's contact with the timber, you're getting good shavings. So let's see. Now this is round, and we can make a nice little ball from it. And yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can actually see the curls going through here. That's I'm going to use that with the colors later. Doing a nice little OGS shape. Hi, soldier. Smash that likey button. Yes, exactly. Smash that likey button. You know, it helps more than you think. There you go. It's a little bit more chunky now than I thought. That's going to be good. So let's go with a little bit more. A little bit of shave from the bottom side. A nice thin push cut. Just get some really cool shavings. Don't lose that cut. Oh, I'm getting unstable on my hand, and there's a little. Want the hooligans get you dick? Oh, that sucks, dude. There you go. And that was really, you see where I said that about losing control of the gout? There, you can see the white line. This means I lost control of the gout for a little bit, which is unfortunate. And I got bad tear outs right there, which I'm going to need to fix that. The gouge is, I don't know if it's dull yet, but I'm just going to switch out to a freshly sharpened one just because I have the opportunity to. And let's try this again. There you go. Yeah, that cleaned that up really nicely, though I'm not happy with this here. There you go, that's a lot better. Well, get the heater going, get some warm underwear on, and off to the workshop you go. Just going to set up my calipers. That seems about right. There you go. Get some of this material hot out. Ooh, bag. Ooh. How'd you get that shield next to your name, dude? Is that because you're a moderator, or what happened? Okay. The shield, Michael. So let's get to sanding a little bit. I'm going to go a bit old school today. This is just interesting. This is 120. I'm just fixing all my mistakes with it. And the rest of the sandpaper I'm going to be using is just to remove the scratch mark from the sandpaper. So that's the 120. That's 240. Yorkshire grid. I have Yorkshire grid, but I'm not going to use it on here because I'm going to add colors, and we don't want to use wax before colors, of course. And you know, I don't make a ball without colors in some way or form. It's just how it is. So that's just the 240. I don't mind using Yorkshire grade, and I use it quite a bit. It's just a matter of I don't need to use it before color, because then the color will not go into the timber. So I use Yorkshire grade on top of lacquer, for instance, to help polish it out or something like that. There you go. That's 320. It's not good, really, is it? Another tip is if you sand along the grain, you can get away with much more coarse sandpaper. Because it will help hide the marks a little bit easier if you go along the grain. So let's see. See if I can get this to look what I am accustomed to, because I don't like sand marks on my pieces. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's not good, but it's a lot better. I'm sorry that my machine is making an awful noise. It's just a matter of getting a good surface that I'm happy with. Hello, Matthias. Welcome in, mate. Matthias is one of my students, guys, so be nice. There's no worse than Dave screaming through a bit. Okay. At least we got that working for us. So my wife actually asked for Now, blue and sky blue in combination, which I'm going to give a go and see if it works well. And I'm getting colors on my hands, which is no good. I need to put gloves on. I'm stupid. Always glove when you play with colors. But yeah, I'm not affixed to, like, let's say Hampshire Sheen or any producer in particular or brand. I just, it's what I've been using. So, hello, Sunny. It's been a while. Wow, you can already see the curl coming through. Which is nice. Let's get this a little bit darker, this. So let's get that back and away. So let's sand this a little bit. If it's dry, I don't think it's completely dry yet. This is my quick dry method. It actually works rather well. You just need to be a bit careful. There's nothing wrong with homemade stuff, dude. If it works, it works, right? We're just not, I'm not accustomed to make my own stuff and things like that. And also, I sell a lot of what I do. I'll try to anyway. So, problem here in Denmark, if you're not approved, the things you make, the coating you use are not approved by the government, you can get in a lot of trouble for it. So I'm trying not to do stuff like that. Oh, and here's another little trick. If your sandpaper gets clogged up like this, just use your air gun or whatever, and it's good to go through another couple of rounds. But what I don't know about England or Scotland or anything, but here in Denmark, if that specifically you don't have a test on that, you can get in trouble here legally. So you need, you kind of just make your own and say like it's food safe, it's safe or whatever. If I'm talking about food safe product, of course. Other than that, I think you're good to go. Just get rid of those lines that you get for sanding while it's spinning. The thing is, if I made like a bowl and said that it is food safe, the surface is food safe, and people start eating cereal from it or whatever, and they get sick, I am legally in a lot of trouble. That's what we do here. So yeah, sorry about the CNC. Let's see what it's doing. See how it's doing. Oh, you can see the ball coming out there nicely. So let's see if it's gonna go well. Okay. I think that's good. Just need to dry. Where is my refill? And yes, I put my helmet up on a bracket. Because I've been down here for so many hours lately, and with my back the way it is, it just helps me, you know, take some of the pressure off it. Which means now I can work for many hours instead of just 3 to 4 hours. There's a nice blue. Got a mark there from the burner though. Yeah, it's the kind of blue my wife was after, really, so I think it's going to be good. Okay, that seems to be dry now. Hey, Dope, it's been a while, man. Come in. How you doing? You got permission to get an Ordre, mate? What are you waiting for?
Go get it. So it's clear lacquer, clear lacquer. Oh no. I got so much lacquer, I don't have any sealer on spray. That's alright. Still have the normal sealer. I just prefer spray on cutlet piece. Oh, your pipe's frozen. That sucks, dude. Yeah, we lost all the pressure in the heating system over the course of a week. I don't know what's up with that. I just need to get that fixed in some point away. Well, I think I know what it is because I have a faucet that is leaking, a tap actually, under the water heater itself. So it's slowly dripping. I think I know where that pressure's going. But yeah, we need to stay warm in this weather. The sponge are interesting. woodworking. I made some work for a bonsai guy. Some plate actually. That when you put the bonsai on when they're on exhibits. But other than that, I haven't yeah, brushes are fun. Let's say. I think they're great fun. Bonsai is little timber. Oh, it's his son. I didn't know that you called him bonsai. Oh yeah, I got my first sponsorship off here not too long ago. I had to refuse it though. Well, I didn't refuse it. They offered me some batteries for my drills and whatnot. But they didn't have the brands I needed or replacement for it. So it was a little sad though. Should we use wax on this? I think wax would be a good idea. Yeah, I got the CNC running. Let me show you what it's doing. It's actually carving out a ball. It's taking a long, sweet time to get it done, though. So I think I need to work a little bit on that program because 4 hours or something is just too much, really. It is a ball, yeah, yep. With really tight tolerances, and I need to make 31. I need to be within half a millimeter. So, I mean, that's just basic CNC work. Well, sponsorships are nice, I think. It just, you know, you have to think a lot about just do them all, right? You know, take the ones that you think are really nice and interesting for you. And yeah, I tried messaging a few potential companies to get them to sponsor me. But now I'm more like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, hang back and see if they will contact me. Yeah, because, you know, I got the CNC sponge to see. That's where I'm struggling with it. So they give you a CNC, what? A Jimitsu? I don't know what that is. I think it's funny though, because it feels like it's a lot easier for Americans to get sponsorships, not Europeans. Because, I mean, Soldier, your channel is a little smaller than mine, isn't it? And you have gotten offers. And I just got my first offer at almost 6,000 subscribers. I think it's, yeah, it's just what it is. Alright, you ready for the match, Jake? Ah, there you go. Yeah. I see Stronging, actually. They commented on one of my videos. So I was actually expecting them to reach out to me, but they didn't. Yeah, I mean, I would have a talk with them, that's for sure. I'm not sure that I will take a sponsorship deal from them. I get why you guys, because you're making a lot of pins on your streams and all that, you know. I get that. But, you know, I don't really do that. Yeah, I could reach out to them. Yeah, the problem is, right, guys, what they are selling is what my workplace are selling as well, and we get it from a different supplier. So there's also that. And the grinders I use are a Danish brand of grinders, the cross grind stuff. I only use those. I don't want to try other stuff. Well, I can try it. I just don't want to promote it. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. I think that's all right. I mean, we can live with that. It's good. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, the camera does help quite a bit. So let's get that back on. Hopefully I did my measurements right. Ooh, it's just about there, really. Yoink! That's bad. Look at that. We'll fix that, don't you worry. We got a fix for it. I'm just trying to get the jaws open a little bit more. I got so much lacquer built up in those jaws here, so they can't close all the way. You can see all the grime coming off this. It's basically a lot of lacquer and colour that I've been, accumulating over the last couple of months. You see, you just scrape it off, actually. Oh, look at that. Look at all that stuff coming off. Well, I didn't plan to do chock maintenance with you guys live. But, I'm guessing this is part of what we do. But look at this here. Look at that. That's just layer upon layer of lacquer and setting sealer. Just coming off the chuck. I mean, it's well protected though. It's just yeah. It's really satisfying to do, I must say. Is it fun to watch? Probably not. But yeah. I know, that's basic. Now, that should be able to close quite a bit more. There you go. It's nice and perfect now. There we go. And you know, just to show you, that's actually running really true. So it's all good on that part. We can start hollering this out. If you talk about 3D software, modeling software, what Fusion 360, that is free. That's a free version of it, and I've been using that for years now.
And you know, if you want to buy it or pay for it, it's really expensive, so I wouldn't recommend that. But for most people, the free version will do you really well. Just gonna step it in. Now these steps are quite a lot deeper than I would normally recommend. But you know, we're moving away from basic tutorial into a little bit more skilled version of ball turning. I mean, we all have to evolve a little bit. It's not that bad. This is your problem part with the ball gouge. Well, see here, Michael. Put your gouge in like that. Tap the flute. The flute is this part here, pointing towards 1 or 2 o'clock, and bam! Don't do that. Now that's completely broken now. And it's going to be a challenge to fix it, because the surface as well has been damaged. So let's see. Let us try to figure out what happened and why. Okay. We can see there are small rings
Here, which means I hadn't my connection with my gouge to the timber was not perfect. That shouldn't be an issue. I was cutting away this piece of material here, which I was supposed to be able to, and then I put too much pressure on the cut, I tried to take too much material too quickly. When we go to the center, we should slow down the cut, and I didn't do that. We can... Let me just turn myself down a little bit, because... Okay. Right. We need to slow down the cut to take less material off so we don't put too much strain on the tenon. In this case, my tenon was not as strong as I thought it was. Then I put more pressure on the cut, which means the tenon broke. As you can clearly see, this is the part that was already gone. This is the part that was gone now. And it even took part of ways up here as well. It's not too bad, but because this part here was missing, well, actually, it was just part here down up here. All this part now then went away as well. It all just get away and let go. So I didn't get a catch, which is good. But I didn't take account into some of the first rule of wood turning. When you go from outside to into the center, you should slow down a little bit. I was too confident in the chuck and the holder hat, which is again... Now this is... How deep is it? It should be... It's 4.9 millimeters deep. It should be enough, but I wouldn't recommend it for any newbies. And because it only a hole with the outside two lips here, rims here, and they are actually not clean as they should be, so that could be a part of it. So worn down jaws, already missing pieces, too much pressure, and me being overconfident, threw this piece off. It is fixable, yes, and I definitely am going to fix it, and this is a good way to see how to fix stuff like this, right? Because this is salvageable. You're gonna have to resurface it and all that because of all the bruises and nicks and all that it had, but it is fixable, and we can fix it. So, okay. Now, when we get hello, look at that. War wound. I did feel it hit me. It's just probably just a part here, the rim, that just cut me when it came off and spinned. It is actually a little bit deep. Anyway, I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on that. No, that's going to be all right. No, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with making mistakes, but when it happens, and it happens to all of us, right? It's a really, really good idea to stop what you're doing and see what happened and why, because that's how you learn. No, you don't. That's fine. That's fine. Because if you don't stop and look at what you did and what happened and try to figure that out, you'll make the same mistake over and over again. And we don't want to make the same mistakes over and over again, do we? Come on. Let's put a little band-aid on, like that. Oh, there you go. Band-aid for a man, and we go. Good. So, mistakes happens. Yeah, I mean, we all make mistakes. It's just a matter of learning from your mistakes. And sometimes talking and not paying attention to what you do can get you in trouble, and it did. There you go. So nothing wrong with that. Okay, so how are we going to fix it? Well, since the outside edge of the bowl is actually here, is in really, really good condition, I'm going to use that to my advantage. And and put on my big coal jaws. Actually, yeah, it's a good lesson, wasn't it? Stuff happens. It just, you know, it gets to show that, yes, I may have a lot of experience and I know a lot about wood turning. I do still make mistakes, and it happens to all of us. So, there you go. Hit your hand. Oh. There you go. It happens to all of us. Even it's yes. Film trophy. Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, we all make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're not doing anything. And it's going to make a good short anyway, isn't it? Well, this little quick ball is not going to be a quick ball anymore, is it? It's going to be a longer version. Well, there was nothing wrong with the cut, really. Basically, the cut was good. It was just the tenon was bad, and I didn't slow down. Normally, I wouldn't have to slow down, but the tenon was bad, and I should have just... Yeah. Going to roll the machine back in 5. Okay. The CNC will finish first. It had like a couple of hours head start though, to be honest. What you can do if you don't have that kind of chuck. Oh. I should have shown that as well. Or instead. Shouldn't I? Well, why do I pull out my expensive toys when I have to admit that not everybody have access to stuff like this? Right. You were absolutely right there. So let me show you how you can fix stuff like this without spending $500 on a cold draw set like this. Because yeah, that's 3,000. So yeah, it's just about 500. this is a piece of plywood with a faceplate on it. Nothing fancy, but it is a piece of plywood with a faceplate. That's all that is. Okay, so... and we're going to go all the way back to basics, to where I start my wood turning. Back when I had no money. I still don't have any money, but I have nice toys. Basically, that's why I don't have money. So there you go. What did I do back then? First of all, I always left a center mark on my piece. I think that's close. It's not probably not perfect, but it's close. So you have your center mark, and you put this. Hej John, hvad så? Hvad? Jeg har Milton nogen. Spørg ham. There you go. And that's how I fix a piece when I need to cut off the tenon or do other work to it and stuff like that, you know. That's how I would do it. Now I need to fix this tenon here. Okay. And this will work with any size lathe you have. It doesn't matter if it's... you just get a piece of plywood, fix it onto a
faceplate. Take the speed down because this is going to move a little bit weird. And and this is actually pretty cool and secure way to do it.
I mean, chances of this falling off right now is close to none. Oops, let's see, get that down there properly. Another view. Gonna make this a little bit deeper this time. And let's see if you get in there with a square carbide. I'm not able to. I can't get the right angle on it to make it perfect. So maybe if I go like this. No, it's not allowing me. That is... This is a terrible, terrible, terrible tenon. It's not even... all the way, as it should be. There you go. Hey, dude. Okay, so now that is fixed. I think we're going to get a good hold on this. Let me just do the measurements. Yeah, that's plenty big enough. Get that away. Yep. I hope you enjoy it, because it's going to go away now. Someone messed up. I'm not mentioning any names. Michael. Made a round ball yesterday from Ash. Oh, that's a nice liner. Yeah, you missed it. All the fun.
It fell off because I messed up. So yeah. I'm gonna make another recess in this side. There you go. See, that was just a little bit too close. Don't you worry, dude. So, bam, there you go. That's a really good hold, and it should spin rather true as well. So now I can turn this around and do a proper job on this. Now, if you don't have multiple chucks, you just change out the jaws or use the same one. It doesn't really matter. It's just I have the chance of going with some big jaws like this. And, you know, might as well just do it. Do it, right? What kind of wood is ash? It's a blue ash. Not ash, actually. It's maple. Jesus. I'm all over the place today, aren't I? Okay, so let's see. There you go. And seeing the green? Yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's all sorted. Let's see, let's get that. But if Abranet wants a sponsorship, I'll be happy to take it. The Mika Abranet, guys. If you by any chance we're watching this, drop spindle. No, I haven't. That's for It's for wool making, isn't it? It's a yarn thingy. I've never done one. There you go. It's cheap as motherfucking, sorry, but cheap crap sanding disc. They just fall apart like that. So spinning yarn, yeah. If you were to buy any sanding discs, don't go the cheap route. Go the more expensive ones. They are really, really, really worth it. Because these just fall apart after very short use. And sand this. I'm guessing I'm not going to make the salt and pepper grinders anymore now, because it's always been an hour and a half. So I'm just going to finish this up. Make it nice though. I mean, yeah, mistakes were made, but we're still going to be nice. Let's see what the CNC is doing. Let's see the balls emerging. That's kind of fun. I was thinking about actually making a stream, but the CNC is just running, and that's it. And then I can be at my PC and watch it run. So if something goes wrong, I can see there. There's going to be delayed though, but you know, it's, a ruined piece is a ruined piece anyway. CNC bolt, yeah. Well, because of the accuracy, dude. It needs to be within 0.5 of a mil. I tried making it on the lathe. The problem was, there we go. I was not accurate enough. So this is out of spec by 8 millimeters on the inside. So I just didn't want to keep doing it. And they are actually, yeah, they are rather big. If you look at the bottom camera, this is next to my face. So yeah, they're rather big. I don't know, the customer wants it. What the customer wants, the customer gets. She never told me what it's for, to be honest. So I don't know. They should all be the same. All 31 units should be exactly the same within 0.5 of a mil. I should have charged her way more than I did, and the next batch is going to be a lot more expensive for her. It's just how it is, because 5 hours of CNCing for $100 plus including material is not worth it. And then I had to sand it all by hand. I put it on lathe, of course. But yeah, that is not, it's not good business. Gloves! Why didn't anybody say that to me? Put gloves on. The CNC is a lot slower. Yeah. The ball like that, I can hollow that out and sand it in half an hour at a time in a production setting. No worries, dude. See you later if you get back. If you don't, have a good rest of the weekend. Thank you for coming and hang out with us. Actually, I like his old name better, Clement. I think that was a cool name though, you know. But Sin Man, there you go. That's what he choose. Maybe this is just worn out, really. No, 10 years. I am a certified electrician. Well, I used to be. I don't think you want me to build you a house at any time soon. But yeah, about 10 years ago, I worked as an electrician, making mobile communication, putting up the antennas and the towers and service them, replacing equipment as a tower climber. And I also built windmills for a little while. But yeah, first of all, I was trained for electrician to just, build houses and farm stuff and all that stuff. That's what I did. I didn't really like it, so I changed paces when I had the opportunity to work in telecommunications. This is all in my 20s, and I'm at 42 now. So, well, I think I had about 10, 12 years in telecommunications and windmills altogether before I started this. I finished my education in 2005. 4 or 5, can't remember though, but they're out. So 21 years. The last 7 years, 7.5 years, I've been working at the store that I'm at now, selling woodturning equipment. But yeah, that's my life story. But yeah, that was a cool job though. There was telecommunication stuff, climbing towers and all that stuff. I did that in Denmark, Norway, Germany, Faroe Islands. Some of the places I've been. Well, not some of the places. It is the places I've been with that kind of work. But Norway, I were there for many, many years. I think altogether I spent about 5 years in Norway. It paid good, but until the Norwegian kroner, because that's how they paid us, fall. It started at, we got 96 or 98 Danish kroners for every 100 we made, which was nice because they paid us really well. But over the course of 3 to 4 years, it dropped down to low 80s, early 70s. So that's basically 25-ish percent drop, 20 to 25% drop in wages. So that's not worth it anymore. I moved to a job in Denmark before I started the work that out now. Your ancestral home. Oh, nice. There you go. Sounds like the CNC is doing some heavy cutting. I'm doing it like this. I'm trying to dry out the piece. Also burns the surface a little bit. There we go. Well, it's a little bit of both. I'm using the darker coat as the back piece to try to accentuate the color to get the waves to stand out a little bit better. It didn't go that well on this piece. But if we sand it a little bit, should pop out a little bit better. And it did. We do have a crack here. You cannot see it really, but it's a crack on the piece, and I don't really like it. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm going to try to work with it. Hopefully, it's not going to come back and get me trouble later. This is just sanding sealer, cellulose based, pre-thinned. It's just going to help with the wax I'm going to put on next. Give it a nice base to work off from. I'm trying to give it 2 coats. And the trick is to try to get them coats to be a little bit thin. It does close the grain. No, that's fine. It closes the grain, and make sure that the surface is, you know, flat and even. So when I put the wax on, the wax is going to lay better. Which means I'm going to use less wax. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Less wax and get a better shine. You're good, mate. When are you going to start using the lathe yourself? I think you'll be great at it, to be honest. Now I'm just using some 0.000 false zeros steel wool to even out the surface, because when this dries, it's going to go a little bit, you know, not as even as you would like. The thing is about sanding sealer, you shouldn't build up heat on it, so there you go. That looks really nice, that shine there. The sanding sealer doesn't like heat, the wax doesn't like heat. This wax doesn't anyway. It's not going to lay even if you use heat to smear it out. So I'm going to do this with the lathe stopped. I built one first, dude. They're like, how much is the cheapest one off £2 and what have you? If you want to make balls, of course you're going to spend more, but you know. Well, basically, if you want to make balls, dude, get a motor. Like 1500 watts, 2 horsepower. Get a VLC, frequency inverter. get the pulley set and an axle, a few bearings, a bearing holder, slap it onto a big sturdy table or what you have. Make a tool rest. That's the easy part. You can make it off the floor, or you can make it as long as that, and you have a really strong lathe for ball turning, dude. With the puller set, you need to have two like diameters. Okay, you guys ready for the mat, Jake? Just need to set a little bit before I do this, but then I'm just touching with the paper, not much more. All right, let's do this. Firm pressure, but not hard. You don't want heat. And there you go. That is all right. Now we can go back to where we were an hour ago. uh, 09 if you've got the room for it, Nikolai. What you got room for? Please bring that. And send me a message with the price, because I can't remember, and I will send you money straight away, like always, right? Round 2, fight. Exactly, Sammy. Now, this time, the tenon I made, not the tenon, the recess I made, it is a lot deeper and a lot stronger, which means I am able to do what I normally do and put some pressure on it and abuse it. Because this is a lot deeper than before. This is, I think it's 6 or 7 mil, 6 mil. Probably just 5 though, but you know, it's a lot better than 3.9. Oops. And I don't have I have a good fit as well with the jaws. And oh, look at that. It spins perfect. I don't think there's 0.1 of a mil run out on that one. I don't have anything to measure that with, so you have to take my word for it. I promise you this. If this goes tits up, I will send you a picture of it burning, because that's what it's going to serve after that. Look at that smooth running. Okay. think this is going to have shape something like a margarita glass, to be honest. Camera? Oh, there you go. Zuri. $36 down. She's got a bit more to go. What about that? I want to show you something. Look at those shavings. They're fun, right? Shavings are fun. So I'm just going to feel my way around there to see if I'm getting close to the shape. Okay. I'm going to be careful not to go through the bottom. Thumb and finger gauge, yes, exactly, dude. That is about the most accurate gauge you have. So use them. Basically, they're right there at the tip of your finger, and they're actually really good to use. About 10 mil? Yeah, I would say. We're getting in that range. 6.6 out here. Okay, so I'm just getting one sharp gouge. Not that profile. Something like that I think will be best. Well, Michael, because it is, I teach, and people don't want to learn, they want to watch non-satisfying videos on YouTube, TikTok, and what have you, with some lady getting spanked by her husband all the time while he's trying to make a gag. Because that is entertainment. Not learning skill. Yeah, I think you're right there, Lions. Yeah, I've seen that guy as well. Apparently, that is entertainment. But hey, I do care, but really not bother that much about it. I'm here to have fun.
And if someone is learning something, I had a good day, right? And if I'm not enjoying this anymore, I will leave this and I will not look back. Just, if I one day wake up and say, oh, to hell with all this, right? I'm just going to quit. And I don't mind, but I am enjoying myself. I'm having fun. So, and if I can, in the process, teach someone or inspire someone, just one, to get into woodturning or woodworking in general, and they will enjoy themselves and do something with their hands, mission accomplished. So there you go. you know, that's what it's all about for me. Well, the algorithm doesn't like me. My channel is 7 years old. Though, mind you, I haven't done anything with the channel until like just over a year ago. Not really. So I messed up the algorithm from the beginning, but hey, that's just how it is. I don't know how to turn that around. I make short video, and I make a lot of those. They take a lot of time. They also cost money because I'm not editing all of them by myself. And yeah, you know, but it's a hobby and I enjoy it. So I treat my YouTube as a hobby. I think that's fun.
One day, I might get discovered. If I do, that'll be nice. If I don't, that's alright. I'm here to have fun and chew gum. Basically, I think I'm all out of gum. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it. And that's it. But if that can help me promote my name to get like teaching jobs, or crop demos and all that good stuff, I'll be happy to do that. So I'm seeing this as an advertisement for myself. What? Oh, I thought the CNC was done. I just didn't hear anything from it. It is not done. Apparently, I'm not good enough either to make a living from it. But another thing is, I'm not really comfortable with. I'm calling it a turd. If it is a turd, and I don't sugarcoat stuff, and if someone says, "Oh, I got this lamp here, and it's just the best lamp I ever had. It's just really extremely high quality, and it will last you 1,000,000 years because it's just that good." I don't see it like that. It's a nice lamp. It does what it's supposed to. It gives good enough light. The magnet's a little bit weak. And the inverter for it, the power supply burns out within a year or two, a couple of years, 2 to 3 years. So, you know, I'm just going to say what it is, really. I'm not going to do that, anything else. Yeah, I mean, my business is growing. I'm getting more and more bigger orders in, so my net grows. It's increasing. Not to the point where I'm able to make a living. I need to triple what I'm doing, triple or quadruple at minimum to be able to make a living from it. But it's a nice side hustle income, and I use that money to get extra stuff for the family and fund my YouTube. So that's what I do. Yeah, if you want to like sell your stuff you make, I think Etsy or something like that is probably where you want to go. So yeah, I think that's that's probably worth it. Now you probably cannot see that, but now you can see the crack. You can see the crack there, right? Well, that's cracked all the way through, but it is what it is, really. It's still a nice looking bowl, and I'm gonna add some wax on the inside. I'm not gonna color the inside, even though that would be look cool looking, but I'm not going to. Thank you for coming, Sammy. I appreciate you. Oh, you sent me money, mate. I didn't see that. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. It was like £10, wasn't it? Or €10. Thank you, mate. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. I mean, it's really nice. Yeah. It's not the amount that matters. It is that people think that I am worth tipping. Always, hits me in a special place. I see a little bit like, when you go to on the street and there's a street artist doing something, you drop a little something at the bottom to thank you. That's how I see this tipping thingy. So yeah, you're a lot more anonymous when you're behind your screen and all that, guys. Still appreciate it every time someone does it. It's really nice. Alright, that's me going on a tantrum. Sorry, peeps. Mate, listen, Find By Tools is a shop just like the one I work at. They get their stuff from a couple of factories in China. If they don't have their stuff in stock, there's a long shipping wait for it. Of course, when they order it to when it get there, it can go up to 6 months. So, yeah, I know what you mean, and know what you're on about. They shouldn't offer anything for sale if they cannot deliver within a couple of weeks. If that's what's on the thingy. They're based in China. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Well, it's one of them companies that I'm not going to get involved with. Because they can run me out of my own job. Yeah, they don't make it themselves though, so they are anywhere from a couple of months to 4 or 5 months production time on the machinery, so they need to order them in advance. But you waited what, 2 weeks? Did they even get in touch with you and say that it's going to be delayed? Because if they did, that should be all right though. I mean, at least they reached out. But if they didn't, that's shitty, in my opinion. I mean, Christmas rush. Hunter Brown, thank you for the subscription, dude. Appreciate that so much. And the good thing about it is, I will see that, subscription coming in, and I don't see if you unsubscribe again afterwards. So, you're not bound to stay weeks. Weeks is a long time, yeah. But yeah, it is what it is, Michael. At least you're getting your machine right at a good price. Okay. So let's see. Did we get a good shine on it? Yeah, I think we did. That is not bad. Oops.
Get the shine. You like that? Right, so should we have a look at the, see how well the CNC is doing? Burn it and start again. Yeah, I probably should just throw this away, shouldn't I? Ugly looking ball. Look at that. That actually almost looked like a ball. And I think I can see the dust on the lens. Okay, so let's get this rounded up. It's been a while since I just did a simple ball, isn't it? I always did, you know, last couple of weeks or whatever, I went and did something crazy and, you know, more and more, you know, it's nice to go back to basics sometimes. You know, just relax. Yeah. I know, Michael. I know. Burn it. Yeah, probably would be a good idea, wouldn't it? If you ever achieve perfection, burn it.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. So I need to mark my creation, right? Because that's what people do these days. Fill that up. Get that nice and hot. So it will do its thing. I think that's about right. Good, good, good. So I can get rid of this from now because I don't think I'm gonna need it anymore. The battery is almost dead anyway. On that helmet. I think that's about right. Okay, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna brand this, and while I do that, let me just get the gloves, gloves, remember gloves. I think that branding iron is almost ready. Now this is really, really hot. There you go. Put that somewhere where it doesn't harm anything. Smoking, exactly. That was red hot, that one. As red hot as you can get with brass. And before you get all wild up, I do have a fire extinguisher. It's still in the box and it's outside the workshop, but I do have one. Look at that, that's blue on blue. Right? There you go. As soon as that's dry. Now, I would normally say everything else is waxed. You should also wax that one. But, you know, you cannot do that. Now that just needs to dry. And we're all good. It's just a simple bowl with mistakes on it. Oh yeah, the hair came off that one. See if you can get this to dry a little bit quicker. Yeah, well, Michael, I'm not decided yet. I think I will do something with epoxy for once. But you know, we will have to wait and see. So you just have to be patient if that's something you can do. Because it's not dried out yet and it needs to dry. Yeah, well, it needs to dry. If not, it's not dry. We can't do anything with it. Alright, well, the bottom's still drying, but, you know, gonna risk it for the biscuit. Right. Nice little bowl. Some grain in it. Logo. It's still wet down there, that's why it looks so weird. Anyway, but as you can see, my logo's in there. It burned with a little bit of coloured wax in it. And gave it a little bit of lacquer on the bottom. The rest is wax. So a high caliber content in your wax can make your ball look shiny as this one. And that's it really. Well, you stuck around me for long, did you? So, you know, some patience you must have. But yeah. I'm gonna go for today. And I'm gonna go relax. And I'm gonna have the CNC run, because it's gonna run for apparently 5 hours. And while it does that, I'm going to go upstairs and try to see if I can fix that program, because 5 hours is too much really. It's not good. So I'm going to try my best to see if I can get it down to like a couple of hours properly. Different tool passes and all that. About 4 my time. Alright, mate. Yeah. So, thank you for watching. It was great. Maple ball. With colours, of course. And a mishap. And a cut. So yeah, good to the world. The world will get you. Thank you for watching. Stay for the music. And I will see you next time. Stands a craftsman where the tall timbers grow, with a chisel like a warrior spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Asher in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes. Ash and oak hold the songs of the bold, echoes of the battles that the skalds once told. Sing soft in a rhythmic glide, as the grain shows the secrets it tries to hide. Loki's laughter in the chips that fall, but your craft stays true through it all. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns
to the maker's hand, to the craft and the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shape till morn. From the halls of the gods let the echoes ring of the wood-turning warrior and the stories he brings. Let the world hear the call from the workshop flame, Benjamin Winkle, another name. From the north let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin